Have you ever given someone a gift only to have them react awkwardly, or even tell you they don't like getting presents? It can be pretty confusing, right? You're trying to do something nice, show you care, and the reaction just doesn't match your intention. Or maybe you're the person who cringes inside when someone hands you a beautifully wrapped box. If so, you're not alone, and there's actually a lot of psychology behind why some people hate receiving gifts. It's not because they're ungrateful or don't like you. The reasons are much deeper and more complex. So today, let's unwrap this fascinating topic and explore the psychology of people who dislike getting presents. It might just change the way you see gift giving forever. One of the biggest reasons people feel uncomfortable receiving gifts is a sense of obligation. The sociologist Marcel Mauss talked about this in his work on gift economies. Basically, when you receive a gift, an unspoken social contract is created. You now feel indebted to the giver. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's part of what builds social bonds. But for some people, this feeling of owing someone is incredibly stressful. They start worrying immediately, thinking, what do I have to get them in return? Will my gift be as good, as expensive, as thoughtful as theirs? This pressure to reciprocate can turn a supposedly joyful moment into a source of major anxiety. Instead of feeling happy, they feel burdened by a future obligation. It's like the gift comes with invisible strings attached, pulling them into a cycle of giving they didn't ask to be a part of. Another major factor is the fear of being misunderstood. A gift is supposed to be a reflection of how well someone knows you. When you receive something that's completely off the mark, like getting a steakhouse gift card when you a vegetarian, it can feel invalidating. It sends the message, you don't really know me at all. This can be more hurtful than not receiving a gift in the first place. For people who are very particular about their tastes or identity, the risk of getting a bad gift is high. They'd rather not receive anything than have to fake a smile and pretend to love something that shows a fundamental misunderstanding of who they are. It's not about the object itself, but the meaning behind it. A mismatched gift can feel like a small betrayal of the relationship's intimacy. Then there's the issue of self-worth. Some people genuinely feel they don't deserve nice things or special attention. This can stem from a low self-esteem, perhaps rooted in childhood experiences where they were taught not to be a burden or that their needs were unimportant. When someone gives them a thoughtful gift, it clashes with their internal self-perception. Their inner voice might be saying, I'm not worthy of this much effort or expense. This creates a really uncomfortable internal conflict. Accepting the gift feels like accepting a compliment they don't believe, which can be incredibly difficult. They might deflect, downplay the gift, or insist it's too much, not as a show of humility, but because they genuinely feel undeserving of such kindness. Let's not forget about the minimalists and the anti-consumerists. For a growing number of people, stuff is a source of stress, not joy. They spend a lot of time and effort decluttering their lives and living with less. A new, unsolicited item, no matter how well-intentioned, can feel like an intrusion. It's another object they have to find a place for, take care of, and eventually, maybe even get rid of. For them, the best gift is no gift, or perhaps an experience or a consumable item. Receiving a physical object can feel like the giver is ignoring their values and lifestyle choices. It's not that they don't appreciate the thought. It is that the physical manifestation of that thought directly conflicts with their principles of living a simpler, less materialistic life. The spotlight effect is another powerful reason. Opening a gift, especially in front of other people, puts you on the spot. Everyone's eyes are on you, waiting for a reaction. This can be terrifying for introverts or people with social anxiety. They have to perform happiness and gratitude on demand. What if they don't like it? They have to act, and the fear of their true feelings showing on their face is immense. This pressure to have the right reaction can be so overwhelming that they'd rather avoid the situation altogether. The entire ritual, the unwrapping, the big reveal, the forced, "Oh, I love it," feels like a theatrical performance they never auditioned for. The anxiety of being the center of attention completely overshadows any potential joy from the gift itself. Sometimes the dislike of receiving gifts is tied to very practical concerns. Some people are incredibly particular about what they use, wear, or have in their home. They may have specific brands they're loyal to, a very curated aesthetic, or even allergies and sensitivities. When they receive a gift, they're often thinking, "I'm never going to use this." This leads to another kind of stress, the guilt of waste. They feel bad that the giver spent money on something that will just sit in a closet or be regifted. For these practical-minded individuals, it feels economically and environmentally wasteful. They'd much rather you saved your money, or if you absolutely must give something, that you simply ask them what they want or need. Control can also be a factor. For some, receiving an unexpected gift can feel like a loss of control. They like to manage their own lives, their own finances, and their own possessions. A gift is an unplanned variable. Someone else has made a decision for them, what they should own, what they should like. This can be particularly challenging for people who have a high need for autonomy and independence. Accepting a gift can feel like surrendering a small piece of that control. It's not about being a control freak in a negative sense, but about valuing their own agency and decision-making power above all else. They prefer to acquire things on their own terms, ensuring that everything they own is a conscious choice. So how do we navigate this? If you're a gift giver, the key is communication. It's okay to ask your friends and family, "Hey, I know the holidays are coming up. How do you feel about gifts?" Some people might prefer to opt out of exchanges altogether. Others might love experiences, like tickets to a concert or a weekend trip. Donations to a charity in their name can also be a wonderful, clutter-free option. A simple, heartfelt card expressing your feelings can often mean more than any physical object. The goal is to show you care, and the best way to do that is to respect their wishes. And if you're the one who hates receiving gifts, it's also on you to communicate. It can be a hard conversation, but it's a kind one. You can say something like, "I so appreciate your generosity, but your friendship is truly the only gift I need. Spending quality time together means more to me than any present." This frames it positively, emphasizing the value you place on the relationship itself, not on material things. It helps the other person understand that your discomfort isn't a rejection of them, but a reflection of your own personality and values. By being open, you can avoid a lot of future awkwardness and help your loved ones find better ways to show their affection that you can both feel good about. Ultimately, the psychology of hating gifts is a perfect example of how complex human emotions can be. What one person sees as a simple act of love, another can experience as a source of anxiety, obligation, or even a personal affront. It is a powerful reminder that we all have different love languages and different ways of showing and receiving affection. The true gift is taking the time to understand and respect those differences. Whether you love giving, hate receiving, or fall somewhere in between, empathy and open communication are always the best presents you can give. Thanks so much for watching. What are your thoughts on gift giving? Are you a lover or a hater of receiving presents? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more insights into human psychology. See you next time.